Make nachos, burgers, cakes, coffee, magic coffee. Hey, my mate here can actually make coffee. It's actually impressive. I do as well. Alright, ones. Sure, if you want to send me an inbox, we can sort out this challenge. Alright, guys, wish you luck. Come on, Jokey, it actually looks so good. Like presentation.
It is good.
Yeah,
I did it, of course.
I'm so impressed. I even told the followers.
He's impressed because you did it. Oh,
wow. You showed up. I said you underestimate. I also said you make a mean
No, that's overestimate.
Okay. 2 secs, guys. Alrighty.
More like your setup. Very impressive.
My setup?
This whole thing.
Oh, look, it's amateurhour.com.
No way, that's crazy.
And we make you work something.
That is impressive.
We get it done. We get it done. Alright, timer.
Can I mix it up?
Yeah, got it. You're good?
Yep.
Alright.
Look as good as it's going to get.
Okay. Perfect. Love that.
Something to give.
Okay. You ready?
Ready when you are.
3, 2, 1. Alright, 2 secs, guys. I'm just going to get our on-screen timer loaded for you, and we are now live. Lulu, we are at Benson Cafe in Dural, and it's a bit of like a car-themed cafe, hence the vehicle in the middle of the cafe. So they do different kinds of like car meets and bike meets up here. So I don't know if you can see on the back wall, it's got like, it's decorated with different car graphics and some hubcaps. You know, it's a boys hangout, definitely. So guys, we are doing a 5 kilo plus nachos today. I say plus because we maxed out the food scale, so we don't actually know how much it weighs specifically. We are at Benson Cafe in Dural, and James's good friend from high school, Yif, is behind the madness today, and James seems to think that he failed maths in school. That's why we don't know. That's why we don't know how much the nachos weigh, but they look pretty big. Now, James's existing nachos record is 5.9 kilos. All right. This, I reckon, is probably on a similar level to that. We're going to see how he goes anyway. Britt, thanks for our TikTok gifts. Good to see you online, girlfriend. We miss our Instagram fam. One day, I hope these comments come back. Oh, Britt, you legend. Thank you for all our live gifts. So Italian Bella, these actually rendang nachos. So they've got a little bit of a kick to them. Not particularly hot, but a bit more like spicy, tangy. Hey Sally, how you going? Thank you for tuning in. We are at Benson Cafe today, and James is doing a Jwebby size nachos. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're fresh out of the oven. Steam is shooting off the top. Jess, these were actually made in 15 minutes or something pretty snappy today. If there are leftovers, they will be going in my belly. The rush is golden. We are timing this as a food challenge today to see how fast he can complete. Hey Darcy, how you going? I think it was about 45 minutes James took to do the last nacho challenge. But he stopped because he was full, not because he ran out of time. Matinee thinks there'll be no leftovers today. Estimated record. So James's existing nacho record is 5.9 kilos. Today's spread weighs over 5. We're not specifically sure how much it weighs. We maxed out the food scale here at Benson. So we're just going to see how he goes. How much he can get through in 40 minutes anyway. The time is 12:36 p.m, smack bang on lunchtime here in Sydney. We are in our local area today, in Jewel. We're at Benson Cafe, and we have included Benson's Instagram handle in all our stream feed information today. So if you want to jump across and show them some love, it's a pretty cool local hangout. As I said, it's like a car-themed restaurant, cafe, really good coffee. No one else has attempted this challenge before, John. This has been made specifically for James as a food challenge today. The rendang nachos are on the menu here at Benson, but they made a Jwebby size nachos for him today to test his speed and his capacity. Christelle, if you want to see an on-screen timer, honey, best bet is to jump across to our YouTube, where we have a live timer running. The TikTok stream is held in a tripod, so we don't have an on-screen timer available for you. Time check is 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, we definitely have YouTube, Alec. We've had YouTube for a while now. We joined in July, so James's channel is still very young, but definitely growing. So today we're at Benson Cafe in Jewel, and James is attempting a Webby-sized nacho challenge. This is a staple menu item on the Benson Cafe menu, however, obviously not to this size and capacity. Hi Emily, how you going? Thank you for tuning in. Handy James, hey guys. How are you? It'll just be 2 sets, TikTok. I'm just getting some shots in. Alrighty guys, nacho challenge today. This has been highly requested recently. As I mentioned, we have previously done a nachos challenge, but it was homemade during lockdown. James made like a massive 7 kilo nacho spread across his dining room table, and ate his way through it over the course of 45 minutes. He ate about 5.9 kilos worth. So today he is going to do his very best to work through this massive spread of nachos here at Benson Cafe. They are rendang nachos, so a little bit of like a Malaysian curry spice to the meat. But we're going to see how he goes. This is his first meal of the day. It is his fasted challenge. Guys, thank you so much for sending through all the TikTok gifts, and those of you sharing our live. Thank you so much for being with us today. We are live from Benson Cafe, where James is eating his way through a massive Webby-sized rendang nachos. So Oscar, Benson is a car-themed cafe. So I don't know if you can see on the back wall all the hubcaps and car graphics. It's kind of like their aesthetic theme here. They have different car meets and bike meets, and it is pretty much a dude's cafe out here in Jewel. So hence why there's a car in the center of the restaurant. Which I think they rotate, to be honest. They have different cars that come in here all the time. Last time when we were here, it was like a cute little mini coupe or something. Today, obviously, it's some kind of Nissan situation. Don't ask me, I'm not a car person. It's black. That's all it means to me. And no, they don't sell cars. They're just car enthusiasts here. They got the need for speed. Thanks for joining us on here, Crystal. Alrighty guys, so time check on today's challenge is 9 minutes 3 seconds. And the aim of the game is to get through this massive nacho spread, which has been made specifically for James. This is a staple menu item here at Benson Cafe, but obviously this has been increased to Jwebby size portions. And James is going to do his very best to make it through as much as possible. I think the biggest challenge today will be a bit of combination of the food going cold and chips going soggy. A little bit of like flavor fatigue, but I think it'll be a textural thing in the end, like when melted cheese goes cold and chips go soggy and beef goes cold. I don't know, it's going to be a tough one, I think. Oh, we appreciate you, Crystal. Thank you for tuning in, honey. I have no idea what they would charge you for a 5 kilo nacho here. They just have a normal size nachos on their menu. As I mentioned, this is a regular menu item here at Benson, but they just supersized it to... Yeah, there you go. James said if you can actually finish this Webby size nachos, he will shout you it. Alrighty guys, so time check is 12 minutes and 7 seconds. This tray was absolutely mounded.
Recommended Rendered nachos.
That's all yours?
Just maybe one soy sauce.
You can tell he's still in good spirits because he's bantering with everyone looking at him randomly here at the cafe. No, I don't think there will be a sweet challenge tonight, Reagan. I think this is the only one you have planned today. Hey, yeah, just nachos today.
It's enough.
Yeah, this will be massive, guys. Yeah, Lots of people are saying you should have bought your shovel today, James. It would have come in handy. They did actually offer him a chef spoon, but he's opted just for a plain old knife and fork. I'm sure eventually he'll have to go in caveman style and eat with his fingers. I think he got through about 140 chicken wings yesterday, guys. Mikey, we are at Ben's Cafe in Dural today. And we are eating a massive rendang nachos, which is a signature menu item here at Ben's. But they have inflated it to a Jwebby size meal. Teresa, thank you for the rose. James appreciates all his live gifts. We're currently streaming across 5 different social platforms. So feel free to join us on a different stream if that tickles your fancy. Obviously, YouTube having the superior feed with an on-screen timer. Teresa, thank you for a TikTok note. Yes, we are in Australia. James has water on the table. It's just out of view of you guys on TikTok because I've got you zoomed in to see. See, there's the water. I just obviously zooming in so you can see the food today. So we know it's definitely over 5 kilo. The reason we don't know the exact weight is because the food scales are maxed out once we put everything on there. So it's definitely over 5. James will know based on how full he gets how much he's eaten, basically. His existing nacho record is 5.9 kilos. So that was attempted during Sydney lockdown, well at the beginning of James's eating career, for lack there of a better word. He made a 7 kilo nacho spread on his dining room table and ate his way through that in about 45 minutes, stopping at about 5.9 kilos. So it'll be interesting to see today how much of this he gets through, if his capacity has indeed increased over the last few months, and whether the rendang like saucy curry flavor will throw in a little bit of a curveball for him today. Yeah, welcome to YouTube land, my friends. Look, we have a very loyal cult following on TikTok. We appreciate all our TikTokers, but for these live challenges, definitely, YouTube seems to be the superior feed. It has less interruptions and obviously more opportunities to produce a better broadcast. So obviously on YouTube we can have all the stream information, we've got an on-screen timer, we can use our webcam instead of our phone, so we appreciate you jumping streams nonetheless. Time check now is 16 minutes 54 seconds. I have actually heard our first groan, which is interesting. We have opted for sparkling water today. I think I mentioned this earlier. I think the biggest challenge for today will be a mixture of texture. So once nachos go cold, think about melted cheese that goes cold, mince that goes cold, corn chips which go soggy. Yeah, that's going to be the hard part to get through as the time goes on. Also a bit of flavor fatigue because all these salad toppings, the sauce, the soggy chips, they will all start mushing into one kind of flavor. So we will see how he goes. So we are live from Ben's Cafe today in Dural. There is no time limit, Camdam. This is a capacity challenge. It's definitely over 5 kilo of nachos. So we're just going to see how much he can get through basically in 40 minutes, I think. Yif, James's friend from high school, works here at the cafe and put a 40-minute goal towards him, but it's not locked in concrete. We're basically just going to try and see if he can finish the tray. The time is 12:51 p.m. in Sydney, so smack bang on lunchtime. This is James's first meal and first challenge of the day. So there is tomato and jalapeno in the nachos, Jwebby, but not taco sauce. It's a rendang sauce, which is like a Malaysian-y curry, Malaysian-Indonesian, James tells me. Excuse him. Yeah, definitely making some good pace. I know it doesn't look like he's made a way through it, but if you were here at the very, very start, you would know that these nachos were completely, what's the word? Not concaved. What's the other word? The other way, not a concave, like a mountain. So James has now flattened out that pile. It is now tray level. So he has eaten heaps of it already. We're 20 minutes, 11 seconds in. Yeah, Hardy has just written on TikTok he has cut it in half. He reckons he's about halfway. I tend to agree, to be honest.
You're a good man. That's right. I'm like, yeah.
Now I want nachos.
Nachos. Cannot go wrong.
James influencing the visitors at the cafe. Some guy just went and ordered the nachos. That's the best. Are they spicy, James? Little bit. Like a medium spice.
There's like a kilo of jalapenos in here.
Yeah, right. Okay, so it's not the sauce so much that is spicy, that it is the jalapenos that were put on top of the salad mix. So there's definitely a kick in there. So he's just opted for sparkling water today, which is interesting. Time check is 22 minutes, 32 seconds. We seem to have a bunch of lots of French people on today. You're all speaking French. I can't read your comments. But I'm glad you guys have each other to communicate with today. So we are live from Benson Cafe in Dural. And James is attempting a Jwebby size nacho spread. We are 23 minutes and 10 seconds into today's challenge. I think we're about halfway, or at least a third of the way through. No, James doesn't drink alcohol, Mad Hatter. This is just sparkling water today. Boss Rocks, we are in Sydney, Australia. Baker Man, thank you for the support. Hey Ryan, how you going? Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, he's definitely Gonna try his very best today. Nachoes has been highly requested as a challenge by some of our TikTok followers. Other beats, thanks for the roses. We haven't done a nachos challenge since June. So it's going to be interesting to see how he goes today and see if his capacity has changed. His previous nachos record was 5.9 kilos. Yeah, Teresa, you were here obviously at the start of the live, so you remember that pile of nachos and how large it was. It looks still tray level at this point, but he's actually gotten through a mountain of it. Yeah, some of you have obviously left and come back. Thanks for tuning back in. He is working his way through this as quick as possible. Big Sims, good to have you. It's some kind of Nissan. Guys, I'm not the right person to be asking what kind of car it is. It's black. Time check, Jay is 25 minutes and 18 seconds. Yeah, look, the mound of nachos that we started with was insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know, I'll show you, see if I can get up a photo of it. 1 sec. Right. That's what we started with. There was no sour cream today, but there was guac. No candy challenge tonight, guys. This will be the only food challenge today for James. It's a massive one, so he'll probably need a little bit of rest and recovery this evening. Spider bra. James is very loyal to his local barber, but if you want to cut his hair, I'm sure he'd be down for it as well. James doesn't have any world records, no.
Yeah, I know, but unfortunately, coffee is only one.
Mama MJ wants to know how you're feeling, James. He's alright?
The corn chips are like making my tongue go funny.
Are they soggy yet? A little bit. So we are about to we've just hit 28 minutes, guys, into today's challenge. So we're gonna get down to the pointy end now. So usually around 30 to 40 minutes is where James starts to reach a full filling and has to start eating with a little bit more strategy. So statistically, a good eater can eat a kilo of food in 10 minutes for the first 30 minutes. So now that we're entering second portion of the challenge, that being past that 30-minute mark. This is where you'll start to see the signs of fatigue come in regards to eating. So he'll get sick of chewing, he'll obviously be full, he'll be feeling bloated and lethargic. He starts experiencing challenges within the food, as in obviously the nacho chips are going to go soggy, the meat's going to go cold, the melted cheese is going to go hard. So all that is obviously more difficult to eat than when it comes out fresh. So today we are live from Benson Cafe in Jewel. James is doing a massive Jwebby size nacho challenge. And he has now been eating consistently for over 30 minutes. Yeah, Master Rattler, you can see that the chips are starting to go a bit soggy. And also remember, corn chips are like, when they start out, they're really sharp and salty. So like eating those kind of chips over and over again, it kind of like makes your mouth a little bit raw as well. There is our first audible groan.
Okay, go. Coffee up. Come in.
Alright guys, sorry I'm back. What did I miss? Courtney, I'm not sure. I don't actually think James ever heard from them in regards to that gift box, but I actually haven't asked him either, so we might ask him at the end of the live if he ever heard from her. However, I will confirm that KJ did pay up after she bet James $100 for him to finish those 100 shoe pastries. So shout out to KJ for being a woman of her word. She did actually pay the money to James. Can he count to potato? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Yeah, it's a massive pile of nachos, guys, and they are rendang nachos, which are apparently kind of like a Malaysian, Indonesian type saucy flavour that they've mixed with their mince. Also on top, hey KJ, see, I was just talking about you. Hey girl. So these are a normal signature menu item here at Benson. Hang on, let me go get a menu. Alrighty, now I can actually tell you what's in a normal size rendang nachos. So you've got pulled Wagyu beef in benzin rendang sauce, melted cheese, guacamole, tomato salsa, and jalapenos on crispy corn chips. So the usual nacho spread here is $19. But that is for a standard size, not a Jwebby size. Not entirely sure what Benson would charge for a 5 kilo nacho spread, but James has said if you want to come in and attempt it and finish it, James will pay for it. So yeah, these are rendang nachos, and this is on the lunch menu for Benson.
Yeah, the places down there you told me. Yeah, you want your drink? Oh.
Salt?
No, I got pee. Yeah, salty.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying we drank so much, because it's salty. Yeah. Corn chips are salty as. Matt Nee said, "Come on, buddy, you got it." Time check, guys, is 35 minutes and 18 seconds. Yeah, Danielle, you were obviously here at the start of the live. You remember how big these nachos were. It was absolutely massive to start with. It was a mountain, absolute mountain of a feed. He's persevering. However, we have reached that time in the challenge where he needs to pee. All of you regular Jwebby Can Eat viewers know that used to start at about 30 minutes. We seem to have developed a little bit of bladder tolerance and increased that to about 35 to 40 minutes now. But he has, I think, maybe 3 or 4 bottles of sparkling water in his bladder now. Yeah, I'll show you the picture again. It was pretty massive. Hang on. This is what we started with. This is where we're at. So you can see he's eaten heaps. Heaps. So this is obviously what we started with. This is where we're at. So it's a lot of nachos, absolutely. He has also probably had at least 2 litres, maybe 3 of sparkling water. So I think James will wait to confirm if he's allowed to pee, and then we'll go. But yeah, the spread was absolutely massive. Hang on, YouTubers, Twitchers, I'll give you a view of what we started with. So pretty massive. Yeah, so we've kind of cut down on challenges, obviously, since lockdown has finished in Sydney. Regular life has kind of resumed, whereby I work at night time and James is obviously doing his thing and just leaves less free time during the day to do multiple challenges. So yesterday we did the chicken challenge at Just Wing It. Today we are doing this nacho challenge at Benson. I think tomorrow we have some kind of Italian pasta situation, I think. James is nodding. So we are still trying to get one challenge in a day. He usually has at least one day off a week. This week it was Monday. Amanda, he got through about 140 chicken wings yesterday. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, he left about 2.5 trays. Yeah, I feel for his tongue too, guys. Don't forget, corn chips are like lethal. they're salty and they're sharp and.
I've got to pee so bad. Do you want a bottle? No. I drank too much water. Stop the time. Is the toilet close? Yes. These guys are the boss. Oh.
You gonna pee? Hang on, where's the timer? Have you finished eating? Alrighty guys, so he has permission to go and pee, so he's gonna go and do that now. This is how we started, right? So it was like a massive mound. And this is where we're at. Yeah, so this is our start point. You can actually see the bottom of the tree is now split down into the last part. But he's absolutely smashed through heaps of water. I'll just take you around a little bit. Next Sunday drive cars.
Can I go?
Hang on, can I just start the time again? Alright, okay. Alrighty. Are here doing their own social media stuff. So it's one of the cafe owners that are also filming James today for their own socials. I mean, if you had a man come in and want to eat 5 kilos of your signature menu item, you probably want to record it for yourself too, right? Yes, his shorts are very short, guys, but if you have legs like James, you could wear them too. So it was definitely over 12 pounds of nachos. We don't actually know what the specific weight was because we maxed out the food scale. It only measured up to 5 kilo, which is 11 pounds. So we're not entirely sure. Hey Speed Racer, how you going? Thank you so much for tuning in. So guys, I did pause the timer for James's bathroom break. So if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, our on-screen timer is going to be 2 minutes ahead, as we did pause for 2 minutes to allow him to go to the bathroom, but I can't pause our on-screen timer without interrupting the stream. Yeah, Natty, he has absolutely powered through this one. It's been really interesting to watch. Okay, so to recap, these are rendang nachos, and they are made with pulled Wagyu beef in the Benson rendang sauce, melted cheese, guacamole, tomato salsa, jalapenos on a crispy bed of corn chips. Now, interestingly enough, I can still hear some corn chips crunch, so not all of them are soggy at this point, so that's good. James is going to persevere through this one. It is his first challenge of the day, first meal of the day. And our time check is 42 minutes and 29 seconds of eating time, but 44 minutes 25 of completed challenge time, including a bathroom break. So I know, Nat, soggy nachos are gross. KJ, thank you for the roses. We appreciate you, girl. Oh my god, we have so many French viewers today. I can't read your comments, guys, but thank you so much for tuning in. Don't even know if you understand our gratitude, but thank you so much. Brabus, thank you for the roses. Today we are live from Benson Cafe in Dural, where James is attempting to eat this Jwebby size rendang nachos, which is a signature menu item here at Benson. Mariana, thank you for the rose and the weights and the fairy bread. My goodness, girl, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey Brian, how you going? So these nachos were an absolute mountain when we started, they were huge. It was a pile of corn chips and mince and guacamole, jalapenos. There was tomato salsa and cheese. Yeah, really good, Brian. Thanks for asking. Master Ratley, thank you for the donuts. Yeah, he's actually drinking sparkling water today, Speed Racer, which is a little bit different. Not sure what the strategy was there, but he's definitely opted for water today. But still like sparkling water. Still carbonated, so it helps him burp. This will be James's only challenge today. This was massive. So definitely enough food for one day for him. So you can see what we started with and what we've got left. We're definitely down to the last few layers of corn chips, which would be soggy, the meat would be cold, the cheese head would have hardened. This part's going to be really challenging. Not only is he battling how full he feels, but also the food would be playing against him at this point. Yeah. So I'll just show you that photo one more time. So yeah,
tacos. Tacos tomorrow. Oh no, man, that's easy. Who was there? Do you want me to blend it up for you? Maybe?
Yeah, put it in a smoothie.
Yeah,
some protein powder.
Yeah. that wouldn't be all that bad.
Ew, yeah, that's gross.
That is so salty.
Yeah, Tyler, I think he's enjoyed it. I think maybe he would have enjoyed a smaller portion more, but he's definitely persevering through this one. It's been 47 minutes, 33 seconds of eating time, 49 minutes, 28 seconds of challenge time. Oh yeah, speed racer. We were just joking. Definitely no protein powder with nachos. That's chat. It's soda water, Natty. Sparkling water. Oh, it must have been.
Pretty sure there's about 8. If it says 5 kgs, your scales are broken. The large guy.
Natty, James says that he doesn't really get any digestive problems post-challenge, except for when he has really big sugar challenges or sweet challenges, candy challenges. He gets a bit of heartburn. But fortunately for James, most of his challenge food passes through him quite quickly, and he's able to digest it rather fast, which is good. So we are live from Benzin Cafe today in Dural. We have included Benzin's Instagram handle in all our stream feed information today. So if you are keen to jump across to their gram, check out their page. As I said, it's a cute little boys hangout here in the hills. It's a car-themed restaurant. They do car meets and bike meets, and it's a cute little community they have going as an extension of the cafe. So if you are in the local hills area, if you are a car enthusiast or a motorbike enthusiast, I know that they do regular like meetups and drives and rides and things like that. So definitely check out Benzin Sid, so BenzinSyd on Instagram, and hit up Yif and the boys down here for some rendang nachos or a good coffee. We have just hit 50 minutes and 20 seconds of eating time, 52 minutes, 13 seconds of challenge time. Obviously, we had that minute and a half where he ran to the bathroom very quickly to go pee. Almost there, Mace. We are almost there.
This is at least 6 kilo of food. At least.
I don't even know. Try the scale.
Get one job.
You try. I never. Rookie error. Get a right scale.
I think that's just like the weight of the challenge is it backs the scales. That's all we need to know.
Someone got a charity ride out symbol. I can't really heal though.
Hello?
Damn, Jeff, there won't be any dessert today, I don't think. I think the man's going to be very full and feeling this one. It's a lot of salt today as well, so he might need something sweet, but we'll just see how he goes. He's nodding that he needs something sweet. There's apparently $2 McFlurries at the moment as well. I know. So guys, time check is 52 minutes 25 of eating time, 54 minutes and 18 of challenge time, obviously stopping for that minute and a half or so for James to pee. I'm so sorry guys. I can see these comments coming through, but I can't read French. Something about YouTube. Yes, we are on YouTube. I'm sorry, I can't answer any of your questions. So the pile of nachos we started with was absolutely insane. We didn't get to weigh it because the weight of the tray maxed out the food scales here at Benson. But if I show you a before photo, ready? And this is where we're at. The last few layers to go. Yeah, Natty, I took everyone around for a little bit of a tour while James was in the bathroom, but we'll do that at the end as well.
Saturday's not too bad usually. It's just the only thing that I've been up on is past parking together. That's all. Yeah.
Sorry guys, the Instagram live just binned itself, so I was just restarting it and then posting the existing recording before we lost it. Definitely heading towards the end now. He is audibly groaning. It's becoming particularly challenging for him, but he is pushing through nonetheless. Yeah, we're definitely at the bottom of the pan, Jeff. This is what we've got to go. Once it all.
You can do it. Yeah, just obviously with like seats for dining and whatnot, what we can do maybe up to 15 at max at a time. So you can like set aside up and take away this. Well, we've got a massive outdoor space anyway.
And this is what we started with, yeah?
So, time and weekends will be ready and prep for that day. Just to just have a crew of 20 plus from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's it.
Annie, if you want to catch the live replay, you can do so on IGTV or YouTube later on, honey, if you missed the start. We always repost the lives on YouTube, and additionally, if Instagram allows us, to IGTV.
Usually Sundays everyone books.
Master Ratley, thank you so much for all the roses. It's incredibly generous. James appreciates all his live gifts. Teresa, thank you for the live notes. Time check, guys, is 58 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So I think you get to put on a Saturday a lot less crowd.
I was very, very skeptical at the beginning of the challenge, thinking if he could do it. I think he's going to. Hey Ruben, thanks for tuning in from the US. Teresa and Annie, thank you for the TikTok gifts.
Yep.
He's definitely persevering here. He's full. Heavy G, this will be the only challenge today, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we've been constantly eating now for 59 minutes and 35 seconds. Is that it, James? Oh, wow. One sec, guys.
What is it?
59:58.
Still within 1 hour, bro.
Yeah, he did it in an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh no. Not bad.
You can tell we both failed maths at school. Thanks, Mr. B.
So how was it?
It was good. Honestly, my nose is so runny right now. I'm going to blow it. But magic.
You're crazy, bro.
I think I had a kilo of jalapenos just now.
What's that jalapeno, man?
I'm just going to let that
Yeah, no.
It's in salt, alright?
like it's actually not exploding.
In the meantime, I did promise you all a tour of the
Going against no worries.
James obviously had the supersized rendang nachos today. And yeah, as I said, like this little car in the center of the cafe.
Oh, yes, sorry. Going against it was
Like,